It's too close to home. Don't expect it to happen across the street.
5 lives lost, and investigators say it was all at the hands of 45-year-old George Brinkman.
He is accused of going on a murder spree that started over the weekend and didn't end until his arrest this morning.
Sunday night, Suzanne Taylor and her 2 daughters, Kylie and Taylor Pfeiffer, found dead in a bed in their home in North Royalton. Then, 24 hours later, and 45 miles away in Lake Township, Stark County, north of Canton, Rogel and Roberta John found shot and killed inside their home. From there, an all-out search for a suspect in both cases led police to one place, this Brunswick home, where an 8-hour standoff with George Brinkman ended with him in handcuffs overnight.
And we have team coverage from Stark County tonight. We have Cuyahoga County covered as well. Andrew Horansky is in North Royalton to begin with us.
Drew, where is George Brinkman tonight?
At this point, he's in the jail here, Sarah, and police really don't have a motive to the murders that happened here in North Royalton. As for his connection to those victims, all they're telling us is that basically these were people in his life. More than 8 hours passed between the time police, FBI, and U.S. Marshals first arrived at this home on Valley Forge Drive in Brunswick last night and left with 45-year-old George Brinkman this morning. At one point, witnesses say he had a gun to his head and with a beer in his hand, threatened to kill himself, while investigators say the reasons for his actions haven't been clear.
Motive takes some time and some collection to establish that.
Police in North Royalton got involved after they found Suzanne Taylor, a mother, and her daughters Taylor and Kylie, dead on Sunday in the master bedroom of their home. They learned Brinkman had been there in the past and was linked to them on social media. But when they tried to reach him for questioning, they couldn't, naming him a person of interest to law enforcement, but not sharing that with the public until more victims were discovered.
We did not really develop interesting people into person of interest. It took some time.
There was no answer today at the home of the Standoff, a place where neighbors say they'd seen Brinkman crashing for about 6 months. Some suspected he worked a night shift, coming and going at odd hours, while they praised police.
Best case scenario was the way they apprehended him.
Wouldn't you have wanted to know he was a suspect, though?
I don't know, because if you alert too many people, then would they have caught him? You know, I think that they alerted us when we needed to know.
And we are still waiting on autopsy results for that mother and her 2 children. Those, of course, will shape what the charges could look like here. Now, one place where there have been charges already is in Stark County, and that is where my colleague Amani Abraham joins us from Lake Township. Amani.
Thanks, Drew. The suspect was house sitting at this home for Rogel and Roberta John. Now, the couple was seen here on Sunday afternoon returning from vacation. But when Rogel didn't return to work, his son made a call and went straight to this house to check on them. But he made a gruesome discovery inside.
I just stopped by my dad's house to check on him. And I think he and his wife might be dead.
Rogel John's son called 911 moments after he went to check up on his dad and stepmom at their Mount Pleasant home, found the couple shot and killed.
All of their things were still by the stairs where they'd come in. Their dog was laying on its side, barking.
The son later telling the dispatcher that the doorknob was found missing from the bedroom door. Stark County Sheriff George Myers says they were alerted on Sunday by North Royalton police handling a triple homicide investigation to be on the lookout for George Brinkman, who may have been in the area. The sheriff later confirming a connection to the Stark County couple. Brinkman was an employee and longtime friend of the family who was house sitting while the couple was away.
At some point in time had dated their daughter. That relationship had gone to the wayside, but still were obviously friendly enough with them that they trusted him to watch over their home while they were on vacation.
The sheriff didn't release a possible motive in the case, but court documents stated that Brinkman caused the deaths by use of a firearm during a robbery. As investigators pieced together details in the case, neighbors remembering the couple as friendly. Rogel, also known as Gene, a military man.
It happens too close to home, I guess.
As for the next steps in this case, we're waiting to hear about Brinkman's arraignment. Authorities are waiting for him to be transported to Stark County. Here in Lake Township, Amani Abraham, Channel 3 News.
A lot of moving parts. More on this tonight on our news at 7. Drew and Amani both, thanks very much.